When the Pharisees come to Jesus, they ask him, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any cause? That last phrase is a little tricky to translate. So in Matthew 19:3 we read, and they came to him, the Pharisees. So the Pharisees came to him, testing, an adverbial participle, clearly for purpose. They came for the purpose of testing him and saying, if it is lawful. No, you can't say saying if it is lawful, so probably you want to do asking if it is lawful. And the variant is the auto. Some manuscripts have the direct object. Asking to him if it is lawful for a man, and since in Judaism only a man could divorce his wife, not vice versa, it's legitimate to translate anthropo as man and not person. Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife? Then here's our phrase, in accordance to each reason. You're probably aware of the debate in Judaism that one camp said it's each and any reason a man wants to use to divorce his wife is okay. So the proverbial example is if she burns the toast, you can divorce her. The other camp was much more restrictive in allowing for divorce, properly so. But that's the question they're asking. The trick is that pasan is singular, as is aition. And the idea is this is a very indefinite construction, but it's singular. That's the key. They want to know if any reason, any individual reason, any singular reason would be a legitimate basis for divorce. And how do you get that across into English, that it's indefinite but singular? Well, most people say for any cause. That's the standard translation. So in the ESV, for any cause, NRSV, for any cause, net, for any cause. What's interesting, though, is to look at some of the other translations and see how they struggle with this phrase. The NIV says, for any and every reason. Now, why are they doing that? They're doing it, I wasn't on the committee at the time, but my assumption is they're trying to get across that this is a singular but indefinite construction. A man can divorce his wife for this individual act or this individual reason or another individual reason. And any and every gets that idea of the indefiniteness, that it's all of these individual actions. I like what the NASB has done here. It says, for any reason at all. And in typical NASB fashion, they're trying to get pasan, all, translated, so there's an all there. But it also does something else. It helps get this idea across that it's any individual reason at all. It's actually a very good translation, I think. You see the same thing in the NLT, for just any reason, just whatever, doesn't matter. But of all the translations, I really like the CSB the best on this verse, because see what they're saying? Divorce his wife on any grounds. The reason I like that is because that is the language we use today for divorce. We talk about what is the grounds for the divorce. That's the technical language. So what the CSB is doing is trying to stick to the words of the Greek and yet translate it into a way that makes sense in today's culture. And this is how we talk about divorce today. We talk about the grounds of divorce. So anyway, I thought CSB was pretty clever on that. But the idea is that it's each and every reason is a legitimate basis for divorce. That's the question. And of course, Jesus throws the case out of court, so to speak, and says, no, God intended a husband and wife to stay together permanently.